On October 29th, 2025, an object entered our solar system, and what we've learned since is defying all expectations. A comet, yes, but not like any comet we've ever seen before. Imagine an object moving through the inner solar system, but without the typical tail, accelerating against gravity and emitting jets of energy with no visible cause. This is the mystery of 3I Atlas, an interstellar object that has scientists, observers, and governments all scratching their heads. And it's not just an unusual anomaly, this is something truly out of this world. A Harvard astrophysicist, Dr. Avi Loeb, has publicly confirmed that the object maneuvered, meaning it changed its path in a way that no natural object should be able to do. Even more baffling, it shifted to a bluer colour than the sun itself, far outside the known behaviour for comets. Today we're going to dive into the strange and terrifying reality of 3I Atlas. What exactly is it? Is it an asteroid, a comet, or something else entirely? Stay tuned, because by the end of this video, you will see just why this could be one of the most significant discoveries in human history. If you are as fascinated as I am by the impossible, hit that like button and let me know where you're watching from. Let's dive into the mystery of 3I Atlas. For more than 2 decades, I've been following the oddities of our universe, from strange comets to the bizarre patterns of distant galaxies. But nothing could have prepared me for what happened on October 29th, 2025. I was just beginning my shift at the observatory when word came in from NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory. They had detected something extraordinary. 3I Atlas, an interstellar object, had reached its closest point to the Sun, its perihelion. But what followed next was beyond comprehension. I still remember that moment when I saw the data. It didn't match anything I'd ever seen. This wasn't a comet. This wasn't a typical asteroid. No, this was something far more complex, and it was moving in ways that defied all the laws of physics we thought we understood. It wasn't just the colour shift or the way it accelerated or the fact that it had no tail. No, it was the feeling I got when I realised this object wasn't behaving like anything we've ever known. Something far stranger, something we don't understand, was happening in our skies. It all started out so ordinarily. Observatories in Chile, Hawaii, and Italy had been monitoring the interstellar object as it made its way through the solar system. Everything appeared normal. The object, designated 3I Atlas, seemed to behave like other comets we had seen before. But just days before its closest approach to the Sun, something completely unexpected happened. On October 29, 2025, the object reached its perihelion, a distance of approximately 203 million kilometres from the Sun. It was a routine event, but the data was already starting to raise eyebrows. Scientists noted a subtle increase in brightness, 5 times brighter than expected. This was out of the ordinary for a comet of its size and composition. Normally, comets get brighter as they approach the Sun, as they shed material from their icy cores. But 3I Atlas was doing something no one expected. Its colour was shifting to a bluer hue. This is incredibly strange. Comets, even the brightest ones, are usually red or yellow due to the way their icy components reflect sunlight. But this object, this thing, was radiating in a way that only ultra-hot stars do, bluer than the Sun itself. It was this moment that sent shockwaves through the scientific community. Was this a natural comet, or was this something else? Just a week later, between November 6th and 9th, observatories began to see something even stranger. The object brightened 5 times again. But that wasn't all. The energy it emitted didn't follow the expected pattern. The jets of energy coming from 3I Atlas seemed to be coming from a location inside the object, not from the surface. The nature of these emissions is completely unlike anything we've seen from comets before. In fact, it was the sudden increase in brightness and the deep blue shift that had people questioning whether 3I Atlas was even a comet at all. Observatories in Las Vegas, the Galileo project, and the Virtual Telescope project in Italy began focusing their efforts on capturing more data, but even with the most advanced telescopes, the object's strange behaviour couldn't be explained. The blue colour, normally a sign of extremely high temperatures, contradicted the object's expected low temperature. The spectral data revealed that 3I Atlas was made up of a nickel-rich material with a very low iron ratio. No comet, no asteroid, no known space object behaves this way. What terrified us the most, though, was its motion. The object's acceleration was too high, far higher than anything natural could achieve. And without the presence of a tail or typical outgassing, how could it have possibly been pushing itself forward? It was then that Dr. Avi Loeb, Harvard University astrophysicist and founder of the Galileo project, gave a chilling statement. In a November 7th Newsmax interview, he publicly confirmed 3I Atlas has maneuvered. This was an unprecedented admission, and the more we looked, the more we realized this was not just a random cosmic event. Something much stranger was at play. At first, many in the scientific community dismissed Loeb's claims. After all, no object in space had ever been observed maneuvering like a spacecraft before. Was this just a misinterpretation of the data? Could there be an error in the observation methods? Or was there something truly unexplainable occurring? At this very moment, experts from NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory and the Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter HiRISE team were poring over the data. But NASA has yet to release high-resolution images from the Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter, leaving the global scientific community in the dark. And just as questions continue to mount, US Congress, led by Representative Anna Paulina Luna, began pressing for transparency. Could it be that the government was hiding something? As we waited for more data, theories began to swirl. Was this an alien probe? Could 3I Atlas be something engineered? Not natural. It's a theory that seems far-fetched, yet it's one that more and more scientists, including Loeb, were beginning to consider. Perhaps it wasn't just a comet. Perhaps it was a fragment of something more deliberate. Some believe the object could be a technological probe, an ancient relic sent from a distant civilization. Could it be possible that, just as Oumuamua was once suggested to be an alien artifact, 3I Atlas is another piece of evidence that we are not alone? The question that remains, though, is whether it will survive the closest approach to Earth on December 19th, 2025. Will we finally be able to see what's really inside, or will 3I Atlas fragment, leaving only fragments for us to study? We're nearing a critical moment in this investigation, and the question remains, is this just an anomaly, or is the universe trying to show us something extraordinary? As we move closer to the December 19th, 2025 date, the entire scientific community is holding its breath. This is when 3I Atlas will make its closest approach to Earth, just 6 days before Christmas. By that time, a network of telescopes across the globe will be pointed directly at the object, including those from the Virtual Telescope project in Italy, the Las Vegas Observatory, and NASA's various space-based platforms. The goal is clear: capture high-resolution images and radar data to determine once and for all what's happening with 3I Atlas. Will it fragment into smaller pieces? Will it reveal hidden jets or emit new ones, showing us that it's not a comet but something else entirely? These observations will be critical. Scientists are eagerly awaiting these updates, as they'll provide the next crucial clues in this unfolding mystery. Interestingly, December 19th is not just significant because of the object's proximity, it is also an opportunity to test the theories about its strange propulsion system. If 3I Atlas is indeed expelling material in a way that resembles a jet, or even showing signs of controlled movement, we could finally confirm Dr. Loeb's theory, that the object is maneuvering in a way no natural object should be able to. For now, the behaviour of 3I Atlas remains unparalleled. The initial data points to an object with a diameter of around 4 to 5 kilometres, roughly the size of a small asteroid. But the object is doing something that no known object of this size and composition should be able to do. It is accelerating without the typical forces at play, like outgassing, which is the usual culprit behind a comet's speed increase as it gets closer to the Sun. This acceleration is far greater than what can be explained by the gravitational pull of the Sun. If this object were simply a natural comet, its speed would increase gradually and consistently due to gravity. But 3I Atlas is accelerating too much, and its motion isn't consistent with gravitational forces. In fact, its acceleration is so intense that it's been compared to the speed of spacecraft, moving 3 times faster than Earth's fastest rockets, which reach about 150 kilometers per second. This is highly unusual and potentially dangerous if the object continues on its current trajectory. Scientists have suggested a number of theories about the source of the object's acceleration. The most plausible explanations revolve around the idea of non-gravitational forces, forces that are not linked to the Sun's gravity, but rather internal mechanisms within the object. If we are to believe the data, something inside 3I Atlas is causing it to expel massive amounts of energy. But there's one problem. There's no obvious sign of outgassing. Without this typical cometary behavior, no tail, no visible release of gas, how is this object propelling itself? Could it be using some form of internal propulsion that we simply haven't recognized yet? Adding even more to the enigma is the strange spectral shift detected by astronomers. The object's light is far bluer than the sun, something that should be impossible for a typical comet. The blue shift suggests an object with a temperature far higher than it should have, especially given its size and distance from the sun. In normal circumstances, a comet or asteroid gets brighter and hotter as it approaches the sun, as the heat causes its icy core to vaporize. But in the case of 3I Atlas, we're dealing with something that doesn't follow the rules. It is cooler than the sun, less than 5,800 Kelvin, but somehow radiates light at much shorter wavelengths. That means the energy it's emitting is more intense and focused than what should be expected from an object of its temperature. The increase in brightness is another anomaly that defies expectations. When 3I Atlas passed its closest point to the sun, it brightened by a factor of 5. This was an unexpected increase, far beyond what we would anticipate from a typical comet or asteroid. And the colour shift only exacerbated the mystery. It's as if 3I Atlas is playing by its own rules, and no one knows why. As strange as it sounds, the possibility that 3I Atlas is an alien probe has not been ruled out. This idea first came to light with the arrival of Oumuamua in 2017, when some scientists suggested that it could be a form of interstellar spacecraft. Now, with 3I Atlas displaying similarly impossible behaviour, the idea of it being an alien probe is back on the table. Dr. Avi Loeb has been outspoken on this point. In his book Extraterrestrial, Loeb explores the idea that Oumuamua might have been a technological object sent by an advanced civilization. Given that 3I Atlas displays similar puzzling features, rapid acceleration, the absence of a cometary tail, the unusual blue colour, Loeb has suggested that we may be looking at something made by intelligent beings. Could this be a probe sent from a far-off civilization? The object's mysterious movements, including the increase in speed and the unexplained jets, hint that it might be under some kind of control. Though whether that control is from alien technology or something else, we simply don't know yet. One of the most intriguing aspects of this mystery is the possible connection to the famous WOW signal of 1977. For those who aren't familiar, the WOW signal was a mysterious radio signal detected by the Big Ear radio telescope that was never explained. Some have speculated that it might have been an intentional transmission from an extraterrestrial civilization. 3I Atlas is remarkably close to the location in the sky where the WOW signal originated, just 9 degrees away. Could this be a coincidence? Or could these two phenomena be connected? Some scientists are beginning to wonder if 3I Atlas isn't just a rogue object, but rather a message from an advanced civilization, a beacon perhaps, or even a probe designed to explore the universe. This raises even more questions. If 3I Atlas is truly an alien artifact, then what does that mean for humanity's understanding of life beyond Earth? What other surprises might the universe be hiding from us? As we approach December 19th, 2025, all eyes are on 3I Atlas. This is the point at which we'll know whether the object continues its peculiar behaviour or if it finally shows signs of fragmentation or disintegration. Will it break apart in a spectacular display of cosmic fireworks, or will it reveal even more strange and unsettling features? The truth is, we simply don't know yet. In the coming weeks, astronomers will continue to observe the object as it approaches Earth, gathering as much data as possible. But with each passing day, the mystery deepens. As we wait for more data, the most pressing question remains, what exactly is 3I Atlas? A comet, an asteroid, a probe, an alien artifact? The answers could change everything we know about the cosmos. As the countdown continues to December 19th, the mystery only deepens. Scientists are bracing for the closest approach of 3I Atlas, and many are preparing for a final series of high-resolution observations. If we get clear images, we'll finally know what this object is made of, and whether or not it really is the extraterrestrial anomaly some experts believe it to be. At this very moment, observatories in Hawaii, Chile, and Italy are gearing up for the big day. Telescopes are being calibrated, and astronomers are adjusting their plans to capture the most detailed data possible. Meanwhile, NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory is standing by, waiting for the data to pour in. But even with all the preparation, no one really knows what to expect. Will 3i Atlas reveal its secrets? Or will it continue to defy our understanding, leaving us with more questions than answers? As the days move closer to the highly anticipated December 19th flyby, the pressure is mounting. The global scientific community is waiting for crucial data from every possible angle. New images, new insights, and new discoveries are expected to pour in, but with each passing day, we're reminded of just how little we truly understand about 3i Atlas. Observatories across the world, including the powerful telescopes in Hawaii and Chile, as well as the Virtual Telescope project in Italy, have been capturing images and collecting data. But despite the best efforts, the mystery of 3i Atlas only deepens. One key question that remains unanswered is why this object exhibits such unusual behaviour. We've seen data that suggests it is accelerating at rates that can't be attributed to gravity alone. In fact, when we analyse its trajectory, we're seeing a pattern that doesn't fit the expected path of a comet or asteroid moving through our solar system. It's almost as if something is actively guiding it, something far beyond natural forces. As new data continues to flow in, the range of possible explanations for 3i Atlas's strange behaviour has expanded. Scientists continue to propose new theories, though many of these theories remain speculative, as no definitive answers have emerged yet. One of the more intriguing ideas is that 3i Atlas might be a fragment of a larger object, an artificial one to be precise. This theory suggests that what we're witnessing could be a piece of an ancient, technological probe sent from another star system. If 3i Atlas is a piece of such an artifact, then its strange acceleration, lack of tail, and other anomalies may be the result of advanced propulsion technology. Could this object now speeding through our solar system be part of a long-forgotten space probe sent on an interstellar journey? Perhaps it's a remnant of an ancient civilization, or even a piece of an advanced civilization's technology left behind as a signal or relic. Of course, this is all speculative, but with each strange behaviour exhibited by the object, such as the intense energy emissions, the lack of visible debris, and its highly unexpected acceleration, the idea that 3i Atlas is a piece of alien technology seems more and more plausible. Another idea gaining traction in the scientific community is the possibility that 3i Atlas is not a solitary object, but rather a fragment of something much larger, perhaps a technological structure or an artificial spacecraft. This theory is more radical, but it has sparked debate among leading experts, including Dr. Loeb. Loeb, in particular, has pointed out that the way 3i Atlas is behaving defies natural explanations. No comet or asteroid should be capable of such perfect acceleration and directional changes without the aid of some advanced propulsion system. And the lack of a tail, a hallmark of comets, further complicates the situation. Is it possible that this object is part of a larger artificial structure, and that we are witnessing the remains of something much more significant? The concept of 3i Atlas being part of a larger spacecraft or technological artifact raises intriguing possibilities. If true, this would suggest that the universe is full of ancient technologies sent by civilizations we have no knowledge of. Could we be looking at a tiny fragment of something much larger, a technology designed to explore or communicate across the stars? What makes this mystery even more fascinating is the continued connection to the WOW signal. For those who are not familiar, the WOW signal was a mysterious radio signal detected by the Big Ear radio telescope back in 1977. Despite years of investigation, the signal has never been explained, and many have speculated that it could be a signal sent by an extraterrestrial civilization. Interestingly, 3i Atlas is very close to the same region of the sky where the WOW signal originated, just 9 degrees away. Could this be a coincidence? Or is there a connection between the two phenomena? Some scientists, including Dr. Loeb, have suggested that we might be looking at more than just a strange object. Could it be that 3i Atlas is not just a cosmic wanderer, but an intentional signal, an artifact of some advanced civilization? If this theory holds any weight, it would be one of the most profound discoveries in the history of human knowledge. At this point, no one can say for sure. But the parallels between 3i Atlas and the WOW signal are too striking to ignore. As we wait for more data, this connection remains one of the most tantalizing possibilities. The upcoming closest approach to Earth will be a critical moment in this investigation. December 19th, 2025 will bring the object within reach of our best telescopes and radar systems. It's possible that this will be the moment when everything changes. Will 3i Atlas break apart and reveal hidden pieces of itself? Will it emit new jets or energy emissions, showing us that it's not a comet at all, but something far more extraordinary? Experts like Dr. Loeb are preparing for what may be the most significant discovery of our time. The upcoming data will be crucial in determining whether 3i Atlas is a natural phenomenon, an artificial relic, or something even more mind-boggling. We are in a race against time, with each new observation bringing us closer to answering questions that have remained unanswered for decades. Can we finally crack the mystery of 3i Atlas? Or will it continue to defy all attempts at explanation? As we await more information, we must consider the broader implications of this event. If 3i Atlas truly is an alien artifact or probe, what does that mean for our place in the universe? What does it mean for humanity's understanding of extraterrestrial life? The implications are enormous. If we confirm that 3i Atlas is not just a comet or asteroid, but rather a probe sent by an advanced civilization, it would challenge everything we know about the cosmos and our place in it. It would mean that we are not alone, that others have been out there sending signals or exploring the universe long before we even realized. Such a discovery would spark a wave of scientific, philosophical, and political debates. Governments would likely become involved in the effort to understand 3i Atlas, as it could be seen as a direct message from an extraterrestrial intelligence. Would we attempt to communicate with it? Or would we take a more cautious approach, trying to learn more before engaging? As the days count down to December 19th, 2025, the entire world will be watching. Will we get the answers we've been waiting for? Or will 3i Atlas continue to mystify and perplex us, leaving us with more questions than solutions? The truth is, the next few days could change everything. As astronomers, scientists, and even governments prepare for the closest approach, one thing is certain. The discovery of what 3i Atlas truly is could mark the beginning of a new era in our understanding of the cosmos. In the coming weeks, we'll see whether we're dealing with a natural object, an artificial probe, or something entirely new. And the answers we find may shape the future of humanity in ways we can't yet imagine. As we move ever closer to the December 19th, 2025 closest approach of 3i Atlas, there is a palpable sense of anticipation in the scientific community. With the object set to come within 0.1 of Earth, less than 25 million kilometers away, this is the moment we've all been waiting for. Telescopes from around the world, including NASA's Hubble, the Virtual Telescope project in Italy, and ground-based observatories in Hawaii, will be trained on the object, capturing images and radar data with incredible detail. We'll know soon if the mysterious acceleration and strange energy emissions were the result of some natural process we've yet to understand, or if, as some have speculated, 3i Atlas is an alien probe, a technological artifact from a distant star system. The data collected during this flyby will be crucial, offering us the clearest picture yet of what this object is made of, and how, or why, it's behaving the way it is. This is the moment that could define the future of space exploration, and possibly even alter humanity's understanding of intelligent life in the universe. But what if 3i Atlas doesn't behave the way we expect? What if it fragments, or, worse, reveals something far more inexplicable? The answers we receive may not only clarify the mystery of 3i Atlas, but they could open the door to an entirely new era of cosmic discovery. As the data begins to flood in, a new question arises. What if we discover that 3i Atlas is not just an anomaly, but a deliberate signal or message? Could it be possible that we're on the brink of discovering extraterrestrial intelligence? If the object is indeed a technological probe, we might be looking at the first concrete evidence that we are not alone in the universe. This is where things get especially intriguing. What if we've been looking at 3i Atlas all wrong? Perhaps the object's strange behaviour, the acceleration, and even the bluish light are all part of a larger puzzle, a message, a sign from another civilization. This is, of course, a theory that many will consider radical, but the idea of extraterrestrial contact cannot be ignored when we're dealing with something this extraordinary. Dr. Avi Loeb has stated that we must keep an open mind about the possibility that 3I Atlas is a message. He's even suggested that the object could be a form of communication, either from a distant alien civilization or a probe sent as part of a larger interstellar network. If this is true, the implications are staggering. How would we respond to a message from the stars? Would we be able to decipher it? And what would it mean for humanity as a whole, knowing that we are part of a much larger cosmic community? Regardless of what the final data reveals, there's no doubt that 3I Atlas will go down in history as one of the most significant events in modern astronomy. The object's arrival marks a turning point in our understanding of the cosmos, forcing us to confront the possibility that our current theories may not be enough to explain everything we're seeing. If we learn that 3I Atlas is a natural phenomenon, a comet or asteroid, that would be a surprising revelation in itself. But if we discover that it's an artificial probe or a fragment of a larger technological structure, we'll be forced to rethink everything we know about the nature of life in the universe. We've only just begun to scratch the surface, and 3I Atlas could be the first of many discoveries that force us to reconsider our place in the universe. In any case, the mystery surrounding 3I Atlas has sparked a wave of curiosity and excitement, and it's brought together scientists, governments, and the general public in a shared mission to uncover the truth. The next few weeks could reveal answers that we've been waiting for our entire lives, or they could deepen the mystery even further, leaving us with more questions than we ever imagined. The countdown to December 19th has officially begun. Across the globe, astronomers, physicists, and space agencies are preparing for the most important observations of our generation. High-resolution imaging, radar scans, and spectral analysis will give us the clearest picture yet of what's going on with 3I Atlas, and the data collected during the flyby will be analysed for weeks to come. But even beyond the December 19th flyby, the mystery of 3I Atlas will continue to evolve. As more telescopes point at the object and more data is collected, we'll begin to uncover more about its nature and origin. Will it break apart? Will it reveal even more strange anomalies? Will it remain intact, continuing its enigmatic journey through the solar system? One thing is certain. 3I Atlas is changing the way we think about space and the universe. No matter what happens next, this event will shape our understanding of the cosmos for years to come. We may never fully understand the object's true nature, but one thing is clear. This is a moment that humanity will remember for a long time. At the heart of this mystery lies a fundamental question that transcends science. Are we alone in the universe? 3I Atlas, with all its strange anomalies, may hold the key to answering that question. Whether it's a natural phenomenon or an alien artifact, the object forces us to confront the possibility that we are not the only intelligent beings in this vast universe. Perhaps in the end, this mystery is less about the object itself and more about what it represents. The discovery of 3I Atlas could signal a shift in humanity's understanding of its place in the cosmos, sparking new conversations about our relationship to the stars and our search for life beyond Earth. Some scientists believe that this is just the beginning, that 3I Atlas could be the first in a series of extraordinary discoveries that challenge our understanding of the universe. Could we be on the brink of a new era in space exploration, one where we begin to look beyond our solar system, seeking answers to the questions that have long eluded us? The next few weeks will reveal whether 3I Atlas is truly a cosmic mystery, or if it's simply a natural phenomenon we've yet to understand. As the object draws closer to Earth, all eyes will be on the telescopes, waiting for the answers that could forever change our understanding of the universe. But no matter what happens, the journey to uncover the truth behind 3I Atlas is one that we won't soon forget. It's a reminder that the universe is full of wonders and mysteries waiting to be discovered, and that our journey into the unknown is only just beginning.